Hey, what's up guys? Scorpid here. Please like and subscribe to show your support. Heh heh.
As dawn broke over Darkshire, Scorpid awoke. His mission was clear: to locate Velinde Starsong, an elusive elven woman accused of unleashing the menacing Worgen creatures across Ashenvale Forest. Scorpid knew that his quest would lead him to the town clerk, Daltrey, a man known to have a ledger of all who passed through Darkshire. Before setting out, Madame Eva shared a harrowing vision she had during the night. In her nightmare, she saw her young daughter Alyssa in grave danger, stalked by an old predatory creep named Stalvan. Despite his skepticism about her possible delusions, Scorpid agreed to Eva's urgent request to inquire about Stalvan while visiting the town clerk. Scorpid made his way through the sleepy streets of Darkshire. His first stop was at the house of Elaine Caravan. She greeted him with both gratitude and urgency. She entrusted Scorpid with supplies meant for Sven, a man living in isolation on the western fringes of Duskwood. The task was not for the faint-hearted. The lands between were fraught with dangers untold, and the local couriers dared not venture through them. Elaine also spoke of an old man residing in a small, forsaken shack near the ominous Ravenhill Cemetery. The man, known simply as the Hermit, was a reclusive figure rarely seen by the townsfolk. She implored Scorpid to check on his well-being during his journey. Upon reaching the town hall, Scorpid met Clerk Daltrey. He inquired about Velinde Starsong, but Daltrey, with a dismissive scoff, assured him he would have noticed a night elf's presence in a town like Darkshire. However, the mention of wolfmen by Daltrey piqued Scorpid's interest, hinting at a connection to the Worgen in Ashenvale. Delving deeper, Daltrey unearthed records of a Stolvan mistmantle, once a resident of Moonbrook in the sun-drenched lands of Westfall. Daltrey's revelation about Stolvan's past as a schoolteacher in Moonbrook sent a chill down Scorpid's spine. A predator in the guise of a tutor was a disturbing thought, one that needed immediate attention. Scorpid realized Velinde's pursuit would have to wait. The urgency to uncover Stalvan's current whereabouts was paramount to the safety of Madame Eva's daughter. Scorpid journeyed westward, the path veiled by the dense canopy of Duskwood's dark oak trees. His first encounter was with Abercrombie, the hermit living in isolation near the Ravenhill Cemetery. His request was unusual: a spool of thread woven from ghostly hair to keep the haunted spirits of the cemetery at bay. Scorpid remembered Madame Eva's collection of strange artifacts and considered fulfilling this odd request. Further along the path, Scorpid arrived at Sven's camp. Sven Jorgen, a man marked by sorrow, welcomed him with a weary smile. He shared a heart-wrenching tale of loss and despair.
I used to work one of the farms to the southeast, until dark riders from Deadwind Pass descended upon my farm and slaughtered my family when I was away. When I returned, I saw a shadowy figure skulking near my barn, burying something. He fled before I could catch him, and I couldn't linger for I was hot on the heels of the dark riders, so I never discovered what was hidden. If you can find what that shadowy figure buried, I would be grateful. The hiding spot is behind the old stump near my barn.
At the farmstead, Scorpid faced off against shadowy figures cloaked in black, the Defias Dark Guards. A skilled fighter, he dispatched them with ease, uncovering a dirt-stained book buried beside the barn. The book was a journal and told a terrible tale.
The terror of these past few weeks is almost more than I can bear. Yet, I feel that by writing down that which I've seen, I will somehow be comforted. So I do it, and it is the only comfort I have these bleak days. It began with the finding of that cursed scythe in Roland's Doom. Before the scythe, the terrors of this place seemed as tame as Northshire Valley. But ever since I found the haft of the scythe jutting from that pile of rubble in the mine and, curse me, pulled it free, Roland's Doom became a place of vile death. After the scythe was freed, they came at us from everywhere, clawing from hidden holes at our feet and dropping upon us from silent perches above. Half our men fell in those first panicked minutes. The rest, including myself, tried to flee. As I ran, I saw so many of my brothers taken by tooth and claw, heard so many screams cut short or gurgled to silence. I can only guess why I survived that night. I have always been cautious, always quick to flinch from jabs and leap free of pitfalls. My nickname comes from this trait. So perhaps it was just that knack for caution that saved me. Or maybe it was the scythe I pulled from the rubble. It cannot be the scythe itself, for I lost it during my frantic flight. But if it was I who brought the worgen to Duskwood, then perhaps the worgen afforded me a rare courtesy. Curse them. After surviving the flight from Roland's doom, I hid within a barn owned by a man named Sven. I spent a few days in the barn, and such horror lingered with me that I never once made myself known to Sven or his family. But from what I saw from my hiding place, I knew these farmers were quite decent folk. Had I stepped from my concealment, I think they would have taken me in, but trust is hard for me. Harder still after that shock in the mine, so I remained hidden.
Detective Scorpid was shocked. The mystery of the Dark Riders who had slain Sven's family tied in directly with Scorpid's own mission to hunt down the mysterious Valinda Starsong. If worgen inhabited Duskwood, then it was clear the scythe had been used here too.
I must know who was that skulker in the shadows I saw the night my family was killed. Please, Scorpid, you have shown your resourcefulness. Please find that shadowy figure. I must learn what secrets he holds. I do not have clues that you do not already know, but here, take the book you found at my farm. Perhaps some of the townsfolk can link this book with its owner.
If Detective Scorpid could locate the author of the journal, he'd be able to solve 2 cases in one. But all of this would have to wait. The hunt for the predator. Stalvin must continue. So much to do. So little time. Until next time.